Welcome everybody to the Conversation Corner. If this is your first time here in the corner, this is my favorite chair, my favorite corner in my office, where I do have my morning routine of reading and devotional and gratitude time. And this is the place that I like to spend some time in. Sometimes I like to nap in here, but this is the place that it's one of my favorite places in my office. So each week, I just want to welcome you to join me in the Conversation Corner, where we can have a conversation about different topics every week, things that will change our mindset, maybe lift us up, challenge us to be maybe a different person, better person. So this is the Conversation Corner. So this week, we're going to talk about it, and a conversation is a two-way. So if you have anything you want to talk about, anything you want to share, just put that in the comments, and we can talk about that. So this week is Meet Me Where I Am. So what does that mean? I've been training clients, personal training clients for over 14 years now. All through the years, I've had different clients come to me at different stages. Some are new to fitness. Some haven't even ever been in a gym. Some are, runners that have been running for years. Some have been to the gym for years and years and years. They're experienced. So have all types of different people that come to me for personal training. So meet me where I am. When those clients come, I can't start somebody new that has never been in a gym and say, okay, we're going to run, a mile today. We're going to lift this, we're going to do this exercise, this exercise. They're going to look at me and go, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not even there. So, and if I have somebody that's been running for years or has been coming to the gym for years, and I say, okay, here's the basics. They're going to go like, okay, I'm bored with this. I'm way above that. So each person that comes to me, I have to kind of evaluate and say, okay, where are they? Where are they at in their fitness journey? Where are they at? Where they're going? And what do I need to do? How do I need to meet them where they are? So that's what I mean by when I say meet me where I am. We're going to talk about it's just not in fitness, and when I have clients that I need to meet them where they are, but we're going to run into people in our lives that we need to meet them where they are. And sometimes people come into our lives that need to meet us where we are. So we're going to talk about 3 different strategies this evening that we can meet people where they are. We can go to them and so they can say, meet me where I am. Now, meet me where I am. The first thing for them, if we're meeting them where they are, they have to be asking, or we have to be asking, am I ready to move? So if a client comes into the gym and wants to work out, needs some help, needs whether it's programming, nutrition, whatever it is, the first question is, are they ready to move? Because I can meet them where they're at, but if they're not ready to move, then we have some issues. So we're meeting them where they are, meeting me where I am, in thinking that they've already understood that they are ready to move. So we have to realize, are they ready to move? So, if we're meeting somebody where they at, what do we do? What are the 3 things that we can do to meet them where they're at? First of all, we have to understand, where are they? How do we understand where are they? We have to we have to listen to the words they're saying. We have to watch their actions. So, are their actions and words lining up? Maybe, they're saying one thing, but their actions are somewhere else. So we have to kind of gauge, we kind of have to melt those 2 together. Where are their actions? Where are their words? Because we all know sometimes our words and actions are not the same, but our actions speak a little louder than our words. So we have to, we might think they really want something because they're really telling us that. Then we start paying attention, go, that may not be the exact thing that they want, because their actions are showing something different. When we're watching their actions and we're listening to their words, we have to be really present, to fully understand where someone is in their journey, whatever it is, whether it's a fitness journey, whether it's a life journey, wherever it is, we have to be present. We have to be present when we're trying to understand where they are. And present means, you know, if you're listening, that means you're not talking. You know, you're allowing them to do the talking. You're being present and listening to the words they have to say, and really putting those into thought and thinking about what they're saying. You know, we have to be really present in their actions. We're watching them. We're not so busy doing that we're not paying attention to what they're doing, their actions, because we're trying to meet them where they are. Because if we're way out here and they're way back here, how are we gonna get them to come along? How are we gonna get them to come along? And that brings me to the second strategy, which is we have to guide them incrementally. So if somebody's trying to help me, I need you to guide me incrementally. I need baby steps. So again, if I'm up here, or if someone's up here and someone else is down here, and you're trying to pull them, you know, you can't make a giant leap from here to over here. Because what's going to happen, chances are that there's going to be a failure somewhere in there. It's not going to work out too well. But what if we take baby steps? So there's little dots. Think about the line. There's little dots along the line. You know, we make one little baby step to that dot. Okay, I can do that. And then we make another little baby step to the next. Okay, I can do that. Then the next and the next. Then we've pulled them from here all the way over here in baby steps. And we didn't make a giant leap. And those baby steps, as those baby steps happen, we can you know, get used to that change a little at a time, because we met them where they were, and we listened to them, and we watched their actions, and we were really present with that, and we said, okay, then we're gonna do baby steps. We're gonna do a little at a time to make progress along the way. And then the third thing is, we have to show that it's possible. Think about that. We have to show that it's possible. How, you know, sometimes, you know, if we can't think of something that's possible, we can't see ourselves getting there. You know, it doesn't matter if you understand where they are. It doesn't matter if you've worked on baby steps. I mean, if they look like they're taking baby steps to nowhere that they don't think is possible, it's going to be very, very challenging. So how do we show somebody what is possible? How do we do that? How do we show, you know, we talk about often about our life is limitless. There are no limits on our life, only those that we set up on ourselves. So to show somebody what is possible, we have to sometimes be an example for that. We have to, what does that example look like? And maybe if we're not the example, maybe, you know, we want to pull them along and help them along. We've met them where they're at. We've listened. We've come up with some baby steps. Now we show them some examples of where they were and where they want to go. Maybe that's us. Maybe we're the one that is being an example. This is where I was, and this is where I'm now, and I want to help you because you said you're ready to move, and I want to give you those tools and help you along the way. Maybe it's somebody else that is willing to be an example, that says, well, look, they were there where you are. They were ready to move, and look at all the way they've come by taking these baby steps. You know, and to show that's possible, we also have to share with them. I need somebody to share with me what is possible. How is that possible? What does that look like? Help me buy into the vision of, can I imagine that? Can I see that? You know, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Share with me. And then show me. You know, show me. You met me where I was at, and you listened, and you took such great time to watch my actions, and you took time to understand me, and you guided me along in these little baby steps, and we're making progress, and now you've started to show me what's possible. You've started to share with me those examples. You've started to share with me some of your experiences. Show me how that is possible. And we do that by examples, and we show people, and look at this and look at that. And that's anything, anywhere we come in contact with people that maybe need some lifting up, maybe are ready to move in a healthier lifestyle. Maybe they're ready to grow in their religion, in their faith, in the different things. Maybe they're ready to grow in a friendship, but don't know how. Maybe they're ready to grow in a marriage, but don't know how. But they're ready. So we don't always, when somebody meets us where we are, we don't necessarily have to know the how. Because when we meet somebody where they are, we're gonna help them. We're gonna take them along to show them what's possible. And so we're kind of the how, but sometimes they don't have to worry about that. We can be the how. Or if somebody's helping us, we let them be the how. We don't have to worry about the how. When we meet somebody where they are, we have to first understand where they are, understand where I'm at. Then you have to guide me incrementally. Like, I can't take giant steps. I'm not there yet. I need baby steps. And then begin to show me what's possible. And that's the way we can meet somewhere they're at and bring them along. But the thing is, too, you have to be careful, because sometimes you've done those things. They said they were ready to move. We're ready to move on. We're ready to go. You've met me where I'm at. You've done all those three things, but there's no movement. There's no movement. And there's no movement, and you're the one helping, and all of a sudden you start to feel this tug. You start to feel this tug on your feet. And you're kind of sinking down a little bit. You're kind of sinking down. And the person you met where they were at, you followed all the strategies, but they're not moving. They're kind of pulling you down. They're pulling you down. They're pulling you back a little bit. They keep pulling. And there's a time when you have to realize that I did all this. I thought they were ready to move. I met them where they were at. I guided them in baby steps. I showed them what was possible, but they keep going back. They keep falling back. There comes a time when that wasn't their time. So the hard thing for us to do sometimes is to cut that string that was attaching us, because now that's starting to have a negative impact on us, because we're starting to get pulled back a little bit. We're starting to get pulled down a little bit. And we can see that they weren't quite ready. So we're going to have to cut that string, cut that tie, release them, and then there may be another time, there may be someone else that comes along that's ready to help them move where they are. And sometimes that's hard to do, because I can save them. I'm pretty strong. I can keep tugging them along, Is what happens is, though, we think we're tugging, but we're not realizing that we're getting pulled back. So that's a really hard decision, is when do I cut that string so I don't get pulled down or pulled under or pulled back. So we have to know when that is, so we can do that. And that's very difficult and very challenging when there's someone that we want to help so much that sometimes we're willing to, as I would say, go down with the ship. But we can't help. We're not doing any good. We can't help anybody if we go down with the ship. So sometimes we just have to realize that we're going to have to leave this individual where they were. Sometimes we have to be and we're guilty of that. Sometimes we're the ones being, somebody met us where we're at and we're pulling them down. And we can't get mad sometimes when they snip the cord and snip the rope, because we were the ones pulling them down. Last week we talked about being a Pooh and a Piglet in an Eeyore world. Maybe we're the Eeyore. They followed the strategies, and we're just pulling them back. They got to cut the ties so they don't go down with the ship. And we have to say that's okay sometimes, just as we have to be the ones sometimes to cut the rope, cut the tie. So I just want to share with you a little bit about meeting me where I am. We need to be aware of that and meet others where they are. And when we come in contact with other people, I think our challenge in life should be, when we meet those people, we need to build them up and not devalue them, build them up, value them. And if they're not willing to rise, then we don't devalue them. We leave them where they are and we move on until next time. There'll be another time that'll be right. Maybe there's another person that's right to meet them where they're at. So I appreciate each of you joining me in the Conversation Corner this evening. Hope as you go out this week, you can meet others where they are and follow some of these strategies to lift others up along your road in life. So thank you again for joining me in the Conversation Corner, and I'll see each of you next week in the corner.